In his first time on stage since the Oscars, comedian Chris Rock makes his first public comment about the infamous Oscar slap.
Strong winds and a chance of severe weather. We're timing out your forecast.
And we'll show you where you can find the flavors of the Caribbean, an all-vegan menu here in the city. Hey, what's up? This is News 4 Now for March 31st. I'm Kay Ingram. We are now hearing some of Chris Rock's act at his first appearance since that slap from Will Smith at the Oscars. Variety posted audio of some of last night's show in Boston. Some fans say they had anticipated more from the incident. Others were happy Rock stuck to the script.
How was your weekend? Can they hear that? I had like a whole show I wrote before this weekend. And I'm still kind of processing what happened.
Now, when it comes to Will Smith, the Motion Picture Academy says he was asked to leave the Oscar ceremony after the slap, but refused. They say they're still considering disciplinary action. In other news, one of Hollywood's biggest stars is retiring. Bruce Willis is stepping away from the big screen for medical reasons. Willis's family released a statement saying the Die Hard and Pulp Fiction star has been diagnosed with aphasia, which is impacting his cognitive abilities. Aphasia is a neurological condition that interferes with the ability to speak, read, and understand other people.
Two ways to look at aphasia. One is the acute aphasia, which happens very rapidly, and that's because of a stroke or a brain injury or possibly brain surgery. And the other is more of a progressive aphasia that typically happens because of dementia in those over the age of 65.
Willis celebrated his 67th birthday just 2 weeks ago. Also new, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a fire that tore through a plumbing supply business in Queens. More than 120 firefighters were called to the store on 101st Avenue in Jamaica last night. We're told strong winds, thick smoke, and at one point, low water pressure made fighting the fire difficult. Fortunately, though, no one was hurt. Part of the building was damaged, but the owner says the store is still able to open today. Now, after a historic run in the NCAA tournament, the head coach of the St. Peter's Peacocks has a new job at his alma mater. Shaheen Holloway is leaving to take over as the head coach at Seton Hall. In 2000, Holloway led the Pirates to the Sweet 16 as a player. We're told he signed a 6-year deal. And we will be showing off our pride in the Peacocks tomorrow with live coverage of the parade for St. Peter's, starting around 2 p.m. on NBC4 New York.
Hey, I'm meteorologist Matt Brickman. A sure sign of spring, not just warmer weather, but a chance for strong and severe storms coming this evening. Here's the setup. Big warm front to the north of us. You're getting all that warm air surging in with those southerly winds. But it's the cold front here that could cause some problems. And this storm, this system caused a bunch of severe weather down to the southeast on Wednesday. But Thursday evening is what we're concerned about here as the cold front slides through. You could see damaging winds, maybe even some isolated tornadoes before some cooler air comes in on the backside of that. So the timing here, 6 p.m. to midnight. Also on the lookout for some locally heavy rain, not expecting any sort of flash flooding, but you could see maybe an inch or so as some of this rain pushes through pretty quickly. And then again, those damaging winds gusting up to 60 miles an hour are our biggest concern. Now, we will stay windy through the day on Friday. Cooler air coming back in, but by the weekend, things are looking a little bit better. Saturday looks nice. Temperatures are right where they should be, still a little bit on the breezy side. And then by the end of the weekend, on the lookout for a couple of scattered showers on Sunday. But all eyes on the sky tonight for that chance of severe storms, and we'll stay on top of that for you.
Now, when you think of the flavors of the Caribbean, maybe you think about, oh, I don't know, jerk chicken or a spicy Jamaican beef patty. Well, but what about vegan Caribbean? New York Live's Onika Raymond is here to check it out.
If you are craving a taste of the tropics, I've got just the place, a cafe serving up Caribbean fare with some plant-based flair. Come on. Now tell me a little bit about the concept behind this cafe, because as somebody with Jamaican heritage, I do not put vegan friendly and Caribbean food together.
We're true, second generation Caribbean, so, becoming plant-based didn't mean we wanted to sacrifice like all of the good Caribbean food. So that, forced us to kind of get into the kitchen and try to recreate a lot of things and find flavor and, kind of put some spice.
Right now you have the bacon saltfish. We use the hearts of palm for that. We have the Tivoli taco, in which we season. Well, Nicole really puts a lot of love into the Beyond ground beef. Simple chicken sandwich by nowadays.
We did like a sriracha maple, kind of ode to being a Torontonian, that maple syrup, so it's kind of like a sweet and spicy as well. Being Trini, having that, the sorrel is an important menu factor.
Yeah, so the hibiscus.
Yes, we use star anise, we use lime, we use pimento, clove, like all of these things. Oh, come on, I'm not giving all the songs.
Oh, so she's giving out all the secrets.
But there's so many ways, the versions of sorrel. You have the way the Trinis make it,
Right.
the Jamaicans make it, the Guyanese make it, but a good sorrel is always must on a menu.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then this one is the Sunday's best. So I took Sauvignon Blanc with some fresh passion fruit and chili. So it's like a nice, tart, sweet and spicy type cocktail. So it's one of the favorites, so that's what we have here.
Wow, okay, so much flavor. It really has that saltfish.
Yeah, so that's what we're saying. Like texture and flavor, once you combine those two, you're good to go. And a lot of times people have those, hear the vegan word and they think in tofu, they think in seitan, tempeh. Nah, we had to just redefine that whole situation.
I love it, and you know what? I taste that little pepper in there.
It's definitely present.
The Scotch bonnet is there.
Definitely present.
Well, I will be back for the great eats, the retail. I am here for it all. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you
for coming. Appreciate it.
All right, is New York City going to give Las Vegas a run for its money? Well, it might if Governor Hochul and state legislators roll the dice on a deal to fast-track casino gaming licenses as part of the state's budget. And Mayor Adams wants the city to get at least 2 of the 3 licenses. As News 4's Gus Rosendale shows us, there are already proposals for where those casinos could go.
A high-end casino on the top floor of Saks? Not a sure bet, and not a draw for a shopper like Sharon. Casino at Saks, is that a weird combo?
It is a very weird combo. I don't know that the crowd that's at Saks is going to be looking to gamble.
You could see you coming here buying some nice stuff, then trying your luck at the tables?
Yeah, why not? Take a spin in your dress upstairs. Go for it.
The governor and state lawmakers are considering fast-tracking 3 licenses for downstate casinos. Other potential locations include Citi Field in Queens, 1515 Broadway in Times Square, and a potential new development in Kips Bay near the Water Club.
Quiet, nobody's like in my business, and I feel like if you bring a casino here, it would just be really weird people that are like drunk all the time.
First reported by the New York Times, Governor Hochul and lawmakers are considering the move to allow for 3 full-fledged downstate casino licenses, including table games. Likely contenders include the 2 current racinos with video games at Aqueduct and in Yonkers, but the 3rd license is the wild card. Assemblymember Richard Gottfried represents parts of Manhattan talked about as a potential casino site.
I think a casino in Manhattan would have a serious degrading effect on the atmosphere of the area around the casino.
A number of casino companies are lobbying hard in Albany as state budget talks wrap up this week. Also lobbying hard, the union that represents hotel workers and potentially thousands of casino workers.
The acceleration of gaming licenses downstate could, in a very short period of time, create 4,000 to 5,000 new jobs.
And new casinos would create a lot of new state revenue. But Sharon will pay up only at the register.
If I spend money, I want to be guaranteed to be walking out of there with a sweater or a handbag.
Saks Fifth Avenue had no comment about the ongoing casino talks at the Capitol. In Midtown, Gus Rosendale, News 4 New York.
All right, friends, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back here tomorrow.